Craig, great victory, first of the season, the Betfred Championship. You must be thoroughly pleased with all the lads.
Yeah, definitely. I thought the defensive performance in that second half were outstanding. We didn't help ourselves discipline-wise. We conceded 8 penalties to 0 in that second half. So we kept defending and putting ourselves on his own goal line, but just kept turning up for each other. It's easy in them sort of situations when you're defending set after set after set to eventually break, and they didn't. I thought the scramble defence were outstanding, and particularly in that last sort of 12 minutes when we were down to 12 men. They just kept scrambling for each other, and even when we got broke a little bit on it, they just kept going for each other. And that's how to build a team. Is that when your mates are willing to do that for you and cover your back if you make a bit of a mistake or you're down a man. They did that all the way through that 40 minutes in the second half.
You talked there about obviously that defence and how important it was, but also the game management. How pleased were you with that from especially the halfbacks this afternoon?
Yeah, they had a chat with each other at half time because it's the first time that we've played on, I want to say grass, but it's not quite grass. It's a little bit of soft mud. So there were a few players that were fatiguing a little bit, with calves and hamstrings, which they were tiring a little bit quicker than what they would do ordinarily because obviously we're on a 4G pitch and it's massively different when playing on this surface. So at half time we just said, look, if we need to put the ball out of play, let's put the ball out of play, and they did that, and it means you can have a controlled restart and you can just walk to the play the ball, and that 30 seconds sort of rest just to re-energise can be absolutely immense for you. And we were 7 points up in that last sort of 10 minutes or so, then Morgan and Corey handled the game really well, managed it really well, and just kept putting the ball out, and then the middle just defended like they needed to do, and eventually won the game based on that defence.
Morgan, 2 more tries for himself, and then obviously he must have been pleased to see Jack Walker go over for his first try in the Eagles colours.
Yeah, definitely. He's got some threat as Jack, and I think I've said all along, the more they spine play with each other, the more dangerous they'll become. And like Morgan's another 2 tries, and Jack scoring that try as well. So them combinations are starting to come, and it's still a little bit scratchy. I thought in the first half we bombed maybe 2 or 3 tries, which might have made it a little bit easier in that second half, and it just maybe just some timing or execution issues on the end of that. But we keep saying it'll get there, and it will do. It will do, and I think the more the grounds firm up as well, the more our players will be excited by firmer grounds, I think.
In a 2-week gap now until our next game, in a way you can kind of use that to get some players back. But how do you now prepare for that game against Oldham at the end of the month?
Yeah, I think I would prefer for every game. It's got a little bit of a longer break. That's all. There's still a few touch-ups that we need to work on in training. We'll give the players the odd session off on the Friday, so we can have a long weekend with the family, because I think that's really important as well. That we can't just because we've got a couple of weeks off, we can't just get them in consistently and just keep them training. They've got to enjoy that time with the family, so when they do come back, then they're fully committed to us, and we're fully committed to them and the family, and give them that time that they need. So they'll have a couple of long weekends, but we'll be in Tuesday, Wednesday, the next couple of weeks working on the fix-ups that we need to work on.